Hey guys, so I'm trying out a new camera, new angle, the whole business. Let me know what you think of the quality. This first one might be a little bit shaky. I'm gonna do my very best, kind of rig the setup here. But just let me know what you think of the quality. I'm kind of playing with some different cameras to see which one works best for video. So, that being said, today it's going to be a little bit of a different video. I'm going to talk more about prepping, less about gear. A lot of people have eye problems, and it's very common for people to wear glasses or have contacts, and then you got the solutions and all the care that goes with them, and it's kind of a delicate thing. You can't just have one pair of contacts and be good for life. If anybody out there has contacts, there's many different kinds: daily, weekly, bi-weekly, or excuse me, 2 weeks, how long they last, a month. You can sometimes wear some overnight, most of them you can't. You have to make sure you clean them good. You can't leave them in too long, you can get an infection. If they tear, then you can't wear them. There's just tons and tons of stuff that goes with it. They are more convenient as far as you don't have something on your face, okay? They don't fog up, they don't get raindrops on them or anything like that. And that's why a lot of people go to contacts, among other reasons. But when it comes to prepping, a lot of people like to save money and use the same frames that they had before. If you like the frames, you just get different lenses as your prescription changes. That can be fine. It's good to save money. You can use that money on other stuff, possibly prepping stuff. But if you want to get different frames, don't just get rid of your glasses, okay? It's always good to have a backup pair in case something happens to those glasses, something happens to your contacts, whatever the case may be. They may not be your exact prescription currently, but it's good to keep your most recent pair on hand. You can keep them in cases. I have 3 or 4 different pairs of glasses that are probably too old to actually do me any good with how bad my prescription has gotten as time has gone on. However, I have them strategically placed in my prepping gear for bugging in and in my bug out bag. I should probably update those. But if you can't afford to get your current prescription in 2 to 3 different pairs of glasses, then just keep your most recent pairs. It's not going to be perfect, but it's a good backup. Next thing on hand is more with the contact part of it. So now I'm going to kind of move you down. Hopefully this isn't too shaky. And here I have a variety of different kinds of lens cleaner, or it's called multi-purpose solution. Okay, so these can get kind of pricey. I just went from a 1-a-day lens, which you don't really need cleaner for because you get a new lens every single day, to a lens that lasts a month, because I don't like to change my contacts, and if it's a hassle and I'm not in the mood to put them in, I just wear my glasses and I end up not using my contacts. Okay, so here I'm just kind of taking out a variety of different kinds, different size bottles, whatever the case. However, like I said, they get expensive. Lots of them come with these free cleaning kits for your contacts. So don't ever buy those. They come free in tons of different solutions. Okay? As you can tell, most of the kinds that I got are in the smaller size. So with the new contacts that I got, my doctor told me that I have to put drops of solution in my eyes in the morning and at night. Like I said, I didn't have any solution on hand because I previously just had the 1-a-days. But this being said, like I said, this stuff can get expensive, and a lot of people are like, well, I don't want to spend the money, I'll just use water. Don't do that. A lot of people too, like if they're somewhere and they don't have solution on them, they just run it underwater. Don't do that either. If you don't have anything, use your saliva, okay? The liquid or the stuff that lubricates your eye, might sound weird, but that keeps your eye moist is more like your saliva than it is like water. Also, water can have lots of minerals and calcium deposits and stuff in them that can ruin your lenses, scratch your eyes, and then you get a whole nother mess of problems. So, that's why I have so many of these smaller 2-ounce bottles. They're good for travel, they're good for EDC. I got multiple different kinds because I wanted to try out to see if I could really tell the difference because price varies. And then I just got a big bottle of the cheapest stuff I could find, okay? I actually got 2 big bottles because they were so cheap. The other thing I'm going to say is save the solution that comes in your contacts. So you get a new contact. I got one laying around here somewhere. Okay. So you get a contact, and the contact's in there, and it comes with in a little solution inside that. You can kind of see. People who have contacts are going to know what this is about, okay? So instead of just dumping that down the drain, dump that into a container. You can dump it into a water bottle, you can dump it into an empty one of these you got laying around, or whatever, and then you can use that solution, okay? If you have expensive contacts, really any kind of contact, it's gonna come in with some solution, and the company that makes your contacts most likely makes solution, okay? So these are my One-A-Days. They're made by BioTrue, and it's actually the most expensive solution to buy. But I have been collecting this solution into one of those travel containers, okay, for a long time. It takes a long time to get to them. However, if you change your contacts every day, it won't take as long, nearly as long as if you change your contact once a month, okay? But nonetheless, save that, keep it with your stuff, and you will save yourself a little bit of money because you've already bought the solution in here, and you're just dumping it down the drain. And believe it or not, it is not water, okay? So don't fool yourself. There are expiration dates on a lot of this stuff. Personally, I think that's more of a formality. This says July of 16, and I just bought it. This says October of 16. What's this one say? This says September of 15. Okay, so that might be something to look into, too. Make sure you're using it. But just, it's good to keep a bunch of it on hand at home, and then you can fill it into these smaller bottles as these empty. Okay, so that's just my little tidbit on that. It ended up being a little bit longer than I wanted it to be, but I just wanted to kind of put my 2 cents out there about people with contacts and glasses and how important it is to kind of keep up on your eye care. Excuse me for jiggling a little bit here. So eye care can be the same amount as importance as like a first aid kit, okay? If you have glasses, it's good to keep a spare pair, good to keep a little glasses repair kit in case, and some extra screws. It's good to keep, you can get some extra nose pieces if you scratch or break a lens. I haven't actually had this as a problem just because I wear my glasses a lot, and so if I don't drop them, they aren't like hanging around somewhere. If I'm not wearing them, they're in a case. And you should take very good care of your glasses, especially if you spend a lot of money on your glasses. Glasses can be anywhere from like $50 to $500, okay? And probably more than that, depending on the type of lens, the type of frames you get, where you go. You can go to Walmart and get, you know, an exam for $30, or you can go to a different doctor and have an exam for $300, okay? So, do what you have to do. Everybody likes who they like. Everybody does what they have to do. But just keep in mind that it's very, very important to take care of this stuff. And, I'm actually might take a pair of my really old glasses and break a lens and then use that, like, window seal that they use for, like, your car windshield if you have a little nick in it or a little crack in it, and they come over and they seal it. I'm going to see if that would work. Just to see if you had one pair of glasses left, nobody's around, whatever happens, and, you know, you can't see without your glasses, you don't have any contacts, it's your only pair of glasses, just to see if keeping stuff like that on hand might be helpful. So stay tuned for that. I'll see what I can do about getting some of that stuff. I'm not sure how expensive it is. But just keep that in mind, and if anybody's ever done that before and you guys seen the video or whatever, link it below or comment me or whatever, and I'd love to take a look at it just because I'm curious. So, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more.